Yes. So today, guys, and I'm actually I'm looking over here because I'm on my fan page, and I'm looking over here because I'm on my regular wall. So I'm going to be looking kind of back and forth for today's live coaching session. So today I want to talk to you guys about five network marketing recruiting tips for building when you're broke. And these tips really come from a place of experience. Okay, these are things that I've actually experienced myself, and I just basically wanted to share it with you guys. Okay, so if you're just tuning in, make sure that you comment below. Let me know that you're here and where you're tuning in from, and also be sure to share this because this is going to be some valuable information for you guys. So the very first thing, number one of the 5 tips, is do not lie. Do not lie to yourself and do not lie to others. Tell the truth, okay? Tell the truth. If you're just getting started, really start sharing what it is that you're learning. Share the journey that you're going through, because it's through those stories and it is through that journey that you share with other people that those stories and that journey is going to help you sponsor more customers and reps inside of your business. Okay. Now, what do I mean by that? What do I mean by, number one, do not lie to yourself or others. Okay. I've seen a lot of people fake it till they make it. And yeah, it might work for some, but for the most part, what attracts the most amount of people is not faking it till you make it, right? But being vulnerable. So for example, if you're just starting out and you're broke, I don't want you guys to go around saying, hey everyone, I'm just starting out and I'm broke. No, you just let everybody know that you just started on this journey. You share your vision, you share your goals, you share where you're going to be in the next 90 days. Share where you're going to be in the next 12 months, right? Share that journey and show up every single day with new discoveries, new breakthroughs, new aha moments that is going to inspire and motivate your audience to take action. Okay, so forget about this whole fake it till you make it crap. Okay, there is no such thing as fake it till you make it. That stuff doesn't work. It might work for some, but you got to be really, really good at faking it till you're making it. Okay, and nobody wants to partner or buy products or join businesses with people who are faking the funk and lying, not only to themselves but to their audience. And you don't want to do that, because remember, when it comes to building rapport and relationships with people, it all starts at the very first moment somebody is exposed to you. Okay, so number one is do not lie to yourself or others. And again, if you see me looking at both screens, it's because I'm on my fan page and I'm on my wall. So I'm kind of looking back and forth. So number 2 is and this is super important, because this is actually something I still do today. I started doing this, let's see, way even before I even started my online business 10 years ago. When I first started, many of you guys know that I started on YouTube, right? Number 2 is to create a budget, okay? And I started creating a budget. I've been creating budgets for years, and it's really, really important that you start creating budgets, especially when you're just starting out, especially when you have no income coming in, especially when you're broke, right? And you really don't have those extra expenses to spend in advertising, or just marketing your business through the paid routes. And we'll talk about that in a second. But create a budget, okay? So if you're sitting here complaining about, I can't afford, let's say, for example, Facebook ads, or you're saying, I can't afford my monthly auto ship, I can't afford to put, 10% away, or whatever the case may be, right? Stop doing that, okay? I want you to look at everything that you are doing right now. And I mean everything, all the money that is coming in, whether it's through a job or your business, right? Look at all of the income that is coming in, okay? Look at all of the income that is coming in, and also look at your expenses. Okay, so you have your income, and then you have, income is money coming in, expenses is money going out. Whether it's for personal, mortgage, rent, utilities, whatever, that's money going out. And then you also have things like your auto ship and, flyers or, advertising budgets or whatever else that you need to be doing inside of your business on a daily basis and a weekly basis and a monthly basis and a yearly basis, right? So number 2 is to create a budget and start getting rid of everything that doesn't serve you, right? Everything, there could be some stuff that you're doing right now that where you're taking money out of what's coming in and you're spending it on nonsense. Things like cable. Do you really watch cable? Do you really need it, right? You don't need it. Instead, watch some, training and inspirational stuff on YouTube, right? Or come into our community. We have 10 years worth of training for you to watch. Okay, so you don't need to watch TV. That's just an extra expense, and you don't need that, especially when you're running dry and you're broke in your bank account. Okay. Another thing that you can stop doing is stop going out to eat. Okay. We all know that when you go out to a restaurant, it costs way more money to eat at a restaurant than it does for you to go to the supermarket and spend the same amount of money for the next 3 days, for food on the table for you and your family. Okay, so stop going out. Bring your lunch to work, right? Eat at home. Make your meals at home. Cook bigger meals to last you for the next few days, okay? The next thing is to downgrade, all right? If you right now are struggling and you're broke, but you're living in this, 10-bedroom mansion, and I know I'm exaggerating for many of you, but you get the point. If you're living lavishly and you have the fancy cars and you have 10 cars and you're living in this big house and, it's only you or maybe a handful of people that are living there, downgrade. It's now time for you to downgrade. There's no reason why you should be living over exceeding on your living expenses when you don't really need to be, right? You can do those things later, okay? You can buy the bigger houses later. You can buy the expensive cars later. But if you're just starting out and you're trying to build your business and you're still broke, well, start eliminating some of the things and downgrading some of the things that you are doing right now that you have no business, paying for right now. Okay. So what do I mean by that? So for example, let's say right now you are living in a 3-bedroom apartment and it's only you and your kid or you and your husband or whatever, right? There's no reason for you to be living in a 3-bedroom apartment, let's say in New York City, paying $2,000-$3,000 a month when you could be living in, let's say, a studio for, let's say, $800 a month or $1,000 a month, right? So, start looking at the things that you're doing right now and stop doing it. Stop spending that extra money on things that are not going to serve you in your business to help you move forward, in the next 90 days, in the next 12 days. You can always upgrade later. You can always go out to eat later. You can always get the cable at a later date, right? So start creating that budget and figuring out how much money is coming in and how much of it, how to keep most of it and not dish out more money into things that are unnecessary right now, okay? Number 3, of course, this video is talking to people that, that are struggling and they're broke and they're not making any money and they're trying to make ends meet and they are, just basically living paycheck by paycheck and things like that. Those are the people I'm talking to. And if that's you and you fall in that category, then obviously you're not going to be able to afford a coach, right? You're not going to be able to hire someone to actually guide you to where you need to be. Someone where you can share your goals, with, and they can actually guide you on how to get to those very specific goals, right? So number 3 is to, instead of getting a coach, because we know you can't afford one, right? If you're one of those people in that specific category, we know you can't afford, $3,000 for a coach, right? Or $10,000 for a coach. We know that you can't afford that because you're in the broke zone. Right now, you need to start doing things that can benefit you and doing things the smart way because that's all you can afford to do right now. Okay, that doesn't mean that you're going to be able to stay in that same spot forever, right? It's about starting where you are and being okay with where you are. Okay, so number 3 is to get a virtual mentor, a coach, someone to model after. Okay, there's tons of leaders out there that are doing very specific things in a very specific way, and maybe you can't afford to hire them as a coach, but get someone who's creating valuable content like this one. And by the way, if you're getting some value, type value below. Get somebody who is, start following people who's who has the same kind of vision as you, somebody who you aspire to be like, and go out there and look at the things that they are, or I should say doing, and start writing those things down. What are they doing, right? Start looking at their videos. What kind of content are they creating? What kind of blog posts are they creating, right? Start tapping in, opt into their pages. See what kind of emails they're writing. Like, start really paying attention to what other successful people are doing and start doing those things, okay? Not copying, because we don't want to copy. We want to model after their processes and their systems that they're actually using in their business to create real results, okay? So again, number 3 is to get a virtual mentor or coach and model after them, okay? It's very simple to do. There's tons of leaders out there that you can probably align yourself with. I actually have a handful myself of people that I actually follow. I'll go to their blogs, I'll opt into their pages, I'll look at their systems. I'll go through the whole entire systems and see how they're doing things. What kind of offers are they doing? What kind of price point are they selling these offers at? How are they building their teams? Like, I sit back and I analyze everything. So be the analyzer, okay? Be analytical. If you don't have a budget to hire someone, be analytical and start analyzing what everybody else is doing and model after that. Number 4, take advantage of free platforms. Take advantage of free platforms such as YouTube, such as blogging, such as Facebook and Instagram and Twitter and all these different social media sites, forums, right? If you guys go to Google and if you're in network marketing and you type something like network marketing forum, you're going to find a whole bunch of people in there. If you are in health and wellness, let's say, for example, and you type health and wellness forums, you're going to find a whole bunch of forums, and people are actually going into these forums and they're asking questions, right? These are free ways for you to start, between the YouTube and the blogging and, the social media platforms, which are all free. If you don't have a budget right now to run ads to scale your business up, who cares? You have the internet, you have wireless, right? You have access to the world globally through the internet. And, thank God, these geniuses out there created sites like Facebook where you can actually go out and, network and build relationships with other people instead of going out to networking events, spending money on gas to get there and, all these different things. You can be doing those same things on the internet through these social sites. So again, number 4 is to take advantage of the free platforms. And if you're just tuning in, welcome. You can catch the beginning of this. You can catch the replay once we're done. And if you got some value so far from 1 through 4, type 1 through 4 below. All right, number 5. And this is a big one. And the reason why I say this is a big one is because many of you are trying to do a million things at the same time. And you're getting nowhere. And you're frustrated. And you're pulling your hair out, ready to quit. Okay? Stop being all over the place. And instead, number 5, is to choose one strategy and master it. Let me repeat that. Choose one strategy and master it. Okay? What is that strategy going to be? Is it going to be YouTube? Is it going to be Facebook? Is it going to be, Instagram? Like what is it that you're going, which one of those social platforms are you going to be doing? Right? Many of you are over here and you're over there and you're over here and you're over there. And then you're just focused all your energy and time on all, spreading yourself thin on all these different platforms and you're still not getting anywhere. You're still not at 20 leads a day at least. You're still not getting at least 5 new members inside of your business every week, right? You're still not there. And it is because you are all over the place. So number 5 is to number 5 is to choose one strategy. One strategy. Master the hell out of it. Learn everything that you need to know about that one specific strategy, okay? And then figure out what that process is going to be, right? So for example, you guys know that I'm the Facebook queen, right? Everything I do is on Facebook. My marketing is on Facebook. My Facebook is my office, okay? It's my virtual office. It is where I connect with my coaching clients. It is where I connect with my team members. Facebook is my platform of choice that I decided to go out there and master. How am I going to start connecting with people? Where am I going to send them to? What is that process going to be on the back end, right? Start thinking about, what is the platform? What are you good at, right? Maybe you don't like doing live streams like me. Fine, there's Instagram. Go post some pictures, right? Go figure out how to do SEO on Pinterest, right? There's a million and one thing. Well, not a million, but there's several things, several platforms that you could be tapping into that you can actually learn that one strategy, that one thing, and go master it and learn everything that you need to know about it and figure out what the process is going to be. What is the process for that one thing that you're going to master? What is it? I can't answer that because only you can answer that, right? Your team can't answer it. Your upline can't answer it. Your family can't answer it. Only you can answer what that one thing is inside of your business. So sit down, take, the weekend or whatever that's coming up. Take the weekend and really figure out what is that one thing I'm going to do and where do I have to go to learn everything that I need to do to master that one specific thing so that I can start getting 20 plus leads a day, at least 5 sales per week in my business. How can I start doing that? What is that process going to be like? Okay. So with that being said, just to recap, I'm going to recap the 5. Number 1 is to do not lie to yourself or others. Number 2 is to create a budget. Number 3 is to get a virtual assistant and a virtual mentor or coach and model after them. Number 4 is to take advantage of free platforms. And number 5 is to choose one strategy and master it. Pretty simple, right? So with that being said, if you guys got some value from that, make sure that you like it, share this video out. And also, if you want to see what I'm doing on Facebook to generate 20 to 100 leads a day, mostly for free, right? Because I have a lot of content that's on Facebook and just very little specific things that I'm doing on Facebook right now that's producing real results for myself and for other people that I'm teaching it to. I actually have a free 5-day Facebook prospecting challenge that I want to invite you guys to. It starts December 11th. But we have them all the time. So if it's after December 11th when you're watching this video, you can go to the same website, which is socialengagementacademy.com, and you'll see when the next challenge is going to be and what the topic is going to be. So the topic now that I've been doing for the past maybe 3 weeks now, maybe actually probably a month now, has been the topic of Facebook prospecting. What can you do on Facebook right now, okay, when we talked about that one strategy, for me, it's Facebook, right? So I'm going to teach you some things for 5 days. One thing, I'm going to show up every day and teach you one thing that you can actually go out there and do right now and get a result right now, okay? Not next week, not next year. We want to get you results today. Okay, so if you want to get access to that, just go to socialengagementacademy.com. I'll have the link up in the description. After the broadcast, I'll post it down below. If somebody wants to post that down below for me, that would be great. Socialengagementacademy.com. I'll see you guys over there. Have a great day, everyone.